Now, it's easy, of course, to complain and moan about how bad the current situation is and how poor the bike infrastructure is in Denver, but let's be more constructive. Let's talk about the Bike Street solution. And again, we refer back to this organizing question: what would it take to get to 100,000 daily riders in 2019? And the answer is, I think, pretty simple: safer places to ride. And here's the cool thing: those places already exist. Without the city having to pour any additional concrete, there are thousands of miles of low traffic, low speed neighborhood streets throughout the city of Denver. These are the places where people of all levels want to ride bikes. And the amazing thing is that the initial cost to get out and ride on these types of streets is zero. No additional infrastructure needs to be produced. We call this the Bike Street Solution Phase 1, and this is largely what we did in 2018. We looked at streets like Ogden, which is adjacent to Emerson, the street with the bike lane on it that I decided to stop riding on. I started riding on Ogden and haven't ever looked back. I've never ridden on Emerson since. There are streets like 22nd at Cremeria. Here you've got a family riding down the street with a kid on a 12-inch bike. Jackson in Iowa. 11th in Garfield and Congress Park. 3rd in Gilpin and Country Club. You can see that this is actually on the Denver bike map already, which I think is great news because it shows that the city understands that these kinds of streets can be great places to put bike routes, if only there were more of them. Steele and 16th, Jasmine and 22nd, 10th and Logan, looking up into Cheeseman Park, Pecos and Nevada, Race and Colfax, Osceola and 35th, 37th and Shoshone. All of these are great places to ride a bike. There's not much traffic on them, and when there are cars, they're going pretty slowly, and often they'll yield entirely. And here's the thing, and the thing about the Bike Street Solution Phase 1 is that these streets don't exist in isolation anymore. Rather, the Bike Streets map unifies them in one comprehensive network. So we launched the map in June of 2018, and it's 250 miles of interconnecting neighborhood streets. It looks kind of like this, and you can find it at map.bikestreets.com. Since we launched, the map's been used 35,000 times, and riders of all levels have ridden tens of thousands of miles on these routes. So the question now is, from here, how do we get to 100,000 daily riders? How do we as a community help Denver realize its potential to be the most bike-friendly city in America? I'll talk about that next in the Bike Street Solution, Phases 2 through 4.